to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here and for your support of me and each other in the comment section, of course. I couldn't do this without you. Full stop. I couldn't. So thank you guys so much for being here and for supporting me and for watching and for coming back for those of you who return. I just really appreciate you. And if you are finding yourself here for the very first time, we would like to welcome you to this space. Please join us. Pull up a chair, grab yourself some snacks, and get cozy because we're all going to have a little bit of a chat. We are all friends when we gather here together. If you are a subscriber, be sure to drop your comment below in the comment section. Specifically, I'm pulling a name this week for a free reading, so be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can contact you if you're chosen the winner, because I've had a little bit of a difficult time getting my winners to respond to me. So be sure to hit your notification bell if you do drop me that comment below. So for today's pick a card reading, we are asking the question, I'm just going to let that truck pass. We are asking the question, what are their current feelings and secret thoughts of you? This is a no contact love message from the person on your mind. So how are they currently feeling? What are their secret thoughts that they don't share with other people? And we have 3 piles for you to choose from today. We have pile number 1 with the moth spirit and the yellow flower. We have pile number 2 with the earthworm spirit and the succulent. And we have pile number 3 with the golden egg and the pink flower. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting today from Spirit, and my timestamps are below. I do read for the collective, so if it doesn't resonate with you, you can try a different pile or a different reading, but my timestamps are below. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today's topic is a no contact love message from the person on your mind. What are they currently feeling for you, and what are some of their secret thoughts? Pile 1. Hi, pile 1. You were drawn to the yellow flower, Brown-Eyed Susie here, or perhaps to the moth spirit. And this is your reading, a no contact love message from the person on your mind. What do they want to say to you? What are they currently thinking about you? There's definitely an air of obsession about the moth, and we all know the term, a moth to a flame. But when that flame gets drawn to the moth, there's something dangerous waiting for them, sometimes death waiting for them. So it's like they're drawn to you, but there's something that makes them hesitate to go all the way. It's like they can't seem to detach perhaps from something that is holding them back, but they also can't shake you. That's the overall message here right now. This person can't shake you, and it's a bit of a problem. It's a bit of a problem in their experience. But let's see here. What are their current feelings and secret thoughts for you, pile 1? We'll pull message cards for them, of course, as well, and we will pull a charm bowl at the end of your reading. But let's start with their current feelings and secret thoughts of you. So we already have the 4 of curses, which is the 4 of cups in this deck. And this is the Wizard's Tarot, I believe it's called. This 4 of cups, it looks like somebody's eyes were taped shut and now they've been ripped open, and inside them are these angry skulls, and the skull is a symbol of reality and transitions and the grief associated with the loss, I feel, because they didn't see what was sitting right in front of them until it was way too late. And so that's been a bit of a painful epiphany. It's been a painful epiphany, and it's something that they can't now unsee. We have the 6 of Cups. And you'll notice that on this is a very interesting deck. That's what I love about tarot. There's so many different artists out there that can illustrate a common theme in such a unique way. In this case, you can see he's impaled on this pyramid. So the 6 of Pentacles, for someone watching, this person could be in a karmic situation that they feel kind of stuck. They feel very impaled there. They feel stuck there. But it was because of this experience that led them to this epiphany. So it is purposeful. Their life, their position, the path that they've led has led them to these sometimes very painful realizations. And they're mad at themselves. That's the other thing too, is they're mad. Yeah, look, the truth came and the truth hurts. And now you see their brain almost looks like it's going to like burst open or something. It's like the truth came and it hurts. And they can't even speak on it. It's like they have nowhere to put the truth now. They just have to hold it inside. We also have the Seven of Cups reversed. Again, the epiphany came afterwards. The truth has been revealed to this person, but now it's like I finally see the truth. I finally see it, but I'm not allowed to show my hand of cards. I'm not allowed because and first of all, they don't know if you feel the same way or if this is just something that they are suffering with alone. We have the Queen of Swords, and it's being paired with the Five of Cups and the Nine of Swords. A lot of loss associated with this person. And now all of these realizations just kind of haunt them a little bit. Because they've come full circle and now they understand the sacrifice or what they've actually lost, it's thrust them into a little bit of a despair. And I say a little bit of despair, but you know, the Nine of Swords is nothing to take lightly. We're pushing to the point of hopelessness when we hit that Nine of Swords, and they've already been there. You know, they've already been in that state of apathy before. Back of the deck is the Devil. And we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, they're getting really close to this sort of obsession becoming too much for them. And with that moth, as I said, like a moth to a flame, it's dangerous because it's something that is a detriment to them now. They're recognizing their attachment to you. They're associating it with it's stealing their joy. But truly, Spirit's here to come over the top and say that they put themselves in this position. You know, they put themselves in this position. So they are a little bit over emotional because of all of these realizations. And I think it's, again, they're really mad at themselves. And so some of that sort of anger, it's like they've turned it inward. They're really mad at themselves because they keep focusing on what you could have built together if they had just had these epiphanies earlier. Their current feelings, please. We have the Wheel of Fortune. They do feel really connected to you. I feel like that's part of the epiphany that they've seen. The truth that they've come to realize is that this was a really special connection that should have moved forward more. And there's the Ace of Swords again. It's a painful truth, but they can't unsee it. And because the fact is that they don't know if you still love them, but they still love you. But they do, as you can see, she's standing waist deep in water. They do feel like they have to suppress some of how they feel. But that third eye, her third eye is completely open. They understand the dynamics of this connection. They understand why they can't detach from you, because it almost feels like they feel like it's impossible to detach from you in some way. Because, oh, look at King of Cups, Queen of Cups, because they love you. They are still so emotionally invested in you. But their emotional investment now, you can see there's sharks treading the water around them. Their position makes it impossible for them to love you back because they may be married. We have the Hierophant. You may be married, but they may be in another relationship. Yeah, even the Justice. We have the Star. We have the Devil. So the Devil, again, Capricorn, very strong in this pile. This person may be a Capricorn. They don't have to be. But they're in this healing phase. They do feel sort of stuck in their position. And truly, back of deck, Ten of Cups is telling me that they do really envision that happiness belongs to the two of you together. This is supposed to represent a rainbow that comes after a storm. But they feel like now you're this temptation. They could even have a family, so take that as it resonates. This person could be a parent. But there seems to be a decision that they have to make, and they don't feel like they can make it now. They do feel stuck in their environment. How do they currently feel, please, for pile one? Their current feelings. We have here separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, unsure of the future, and yearning. Interesting, we have the Hand of Cards, we have the Seven of Cups here, not showing our Hand of Cards, taking a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand, and taking a gamble. I feel like they gambled and lost in the past. And now they're in the same exact spot, because when we fail to leap over hurdles, they're waiting for us. They're still waiting for us. And so now here we have soulmates, soul connection, partnership agreement, soul contract for sure here in this pile. Now they're faced with that exact same scenario. Do I show my hand of cards? Do I speak my truth and face the consequences? Back of the deck says Axe, breakup, separation, stopping the pattern, abandonment. So definitely no contact situation here for you and this person for sure. Your current feelings and secret thoughts, please. Past life relationship, you've known this person before. And as I said, they consider you their soulmate. If they have the language to sort of use that type of language or the foresight, then they would consider you their soulmate for sure. And we have reconciliation. Someone from your past does yearn to come into your present life at this time, because I feel like a lot of time has passed and they want you to know, they want to know who you are today. They want you to know who they are today. They want to be able to express some of the really intense emotions that they feel towards you. Let's get some message cards from this person and see what they want to say to you. So what would they want to say? What are their secret thoughts? What do they want to say? I miss being intimate with you. You really are the best thing that has ever happened to me. Lots of sadness in this pile. Lots of sadness in the pile. You can even see it almost looks like he's drooling. I don't think because we don't talk, I don't want to, because I do. So appearances are deceiving. If this person is in another situation, justice doesn't always mean fair here. I'm severing ties with a karmic partner, and that could be exactly what they require to be able to create change here with you. So they're claiming to need to sever ties with a karmic partner, and they don't want to lose. It's like they don't want to lose. They're not prepared to sever this attachment to you, no matter what the consequences are. They're not prepared to. I have an offer for you as well. Sometimes when I see this Queen of Swords in the future position, you can see there's a sword going down her throat. They could be sort of in this state of wait, hoping that you will come forward in some type of way to alleviate some of the necessity for them to step outside of their comfort zone. I lie awake thinking about our future. And do I know you from somewhere? And I think of the Six of Wands when I see this card, because I think of somebody who's feigning confidence, who's really good at wearing masks in their current environment, out of necessity. Reach out reversed. They stress about that. They want to reach out to you, but part of them feels really helpless to do that. And they don't know what the consequences will be. You can see here the Knight of Swords is slicing right through. It's like having to make a decision. I'm addicted to you. And that is like embodying from the very get-go this person's energy towards you. Addiction, obsession. And I think so, yes. It's like I'm on the fence. They're still holding space for you. I always think of the Two of Pentacles. It's like holding space for this connection, understanding that I have to make a decision. There has to be a decision, otherwise I might as well let go. That's what they're thinking. But this isn't over, because this person could even be a water sign with that King of Cups. This person could be very sort of easily, emotionally overwhelmed sometimes. I miss you. Do you miss me too? It's on the back of that deck. I wish they could say, how are they truly feeling right this moment? You might be my soulmate. It's like they have to convince themselves. It's like they convince themselves with that thought. It's like, why else would I be so obsessed here if there wasn't some sort of emotional or spiritual connection? I am sorry if I hurt you. They think of every worst case scenario in their mind with that Nine of Swords. This person overthinks a lot. I'm so frustrated with myself and the situation. Oops. I fell so hard and fast for you. I'm waiting for your call. So there is someone out there who's watching who's their person is waiting for them to be the aggressor or to be the person to step outside of their comfort zone and create change. Because it's like their anxiety won't let them. We look good together. And back of the deck says, are these feelings mutual? Do you feel the same way as I feel? Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 1. The future of this connection in the bowl today for pile 1. What does the future hold? Will this person make contact with pile 1 in the future? Missed it? This is why I never made my school basketball team. I was the only person that was cut. We have here the World reversed. We have here the Five of Cups reversed, the Fool reversed. You know, this Ten of Swords that we just saw screams apathy to me. And the Fool reverse screams apathy to me. I feel like this person's fear that stopped them from leaping in the first place, and they're in that same state. They haven't changed. As much as they feel like they've evolved in this connection, they have not. They are kind of in this state of mourning. But if Five of Cups is reversed, which is, you know, speaking about how mourning has had its time, hope needs to return. And, you know, it's interesting because they say they're sorry if they hurt you. And sometimes the Five of Cups reverse is an apology coming through too. So they're apologizing to someone watching as well at this time. We do have the World reverse, which is delays and setbacks and kind of being stuck in a rut because they are in this state. So when we're dealing with tarot, it's like seeds. This seeds this motion and this seeds this motion. And because we're kind of in that state of apathy, it's causing delays in any type of future movement in your connection. It's not insurmountable, but it is causing delays. Oops. We have the leaf of change that fell out of the bowl. We have the letter V. We have the cross here, like a Christian cross. So there could be a Christian connection, Catholic connection perhaps. We have I choose strength. It's reversed. And then we have the divine feminine shoe right next to it. So if you are the divine feminine watching, this person doesn't feel empowered enough to create change right now. And that's why I kept saying that they may be waiting for someone else to create change. We have the high priestess with the curled shell because it holds secrets, just like that curled shell does. This person is not sharing their feelings for you, but they do feel really connected to you with the Wheel of Fortune. We also, there's a card under there. We also have a quarter from 1974, the 25th of every month. And the elk is a symbol of endurance and stamina. So I feel like this is a long, seated, no contact situation. We do have the stethoscope shaped like a heart. So I think of hospital nursing connections. But I also feel a blocked heart chakra, somebody who didn't express themselves. And we have the King of Cups. So there could be a water sign here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There could also be fatherhood in association with this person, so take that as it resonates. All right, pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with you, and if it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comments section. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel and join our beautiful family here. We have such amazing subscribers here. It's such a beautiful space of inclusivity, so I'm just so proud of everyone who rallies around everyone else in the comment section when we're struggling with a common theme. So please join us, subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell, and drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out for a personal reading if you feel called to, and that link is below on Etsy. But I hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello everyone, in pile number 2, you were drawn to the little succulent, or perhaps to, I'm going to put this over here, or perhaps to the earthworm spirit, and this is your reading, a no contact love message from the person on your mind. What are their current feelings and their secret thoughts of you? The earthworm really screams complete no contact for me. There's no liking photos, there's no creeping social media. I feel like this person doesn't have access to you or vice versa at all, because the earthworm spends its life toiling underground, without the benefit of sight, without the benefit of sound either, because they don't have ears in the traditional sense. They go purely off of vibration. And it's a lonely feeling, often underappreciated. Without the earthworm, we wouldn't be able to thrive at all. We wouldn't be able to grow anything in our soil because it aerates the soil, it fertilizes the soil for us. And so it toils away, unknown, unseen. And this person could even sort of feel like they were unseen by you, or it's like a crushed situation that never got realized. They just feel perhaps underappreciated, and they're just still caring for you, still maintaining their feelings for you under the surface of things. In complete silence, it feels like, which is kind of sad, actually. It's feeling a little bit oppressive. But let's look at their current feelings, secret thoughts of you. How does this person currently think and feel about pile 2, please? All those attracted to the succulent, the earthworm spirit. We have the 7 of Wands. And it looks like it's going to devour us, the 7 of Wands, doesn't it? It's like obstacles, fueled by our insecurities, fueled by our ego, perhaps, especially in the past of this connection, that kept us at bay or kept the opportunity from us because we were so fearful of perhaps rejection even. But if they were to just take the necessary steps that they're being called to take, especially in the past, they could have made it to the clearing. There could have been so much clarity between the two of you. There would have been no necessity for this reading. Perhaps there would be no separation. They just let their fool rule them. Or I'm sorry, they let their fear rule them. How are they currently thinking and feeling? And because it's like they've had nothing but time and space to, 7 of Pentacles. They've had nothing but time to sit and think about that. About the decisions and choices that they made, because all of these 7s is screaming Chariot. And the Chariot is all about movement, but it's all about decisions and the choices that perhaps impeded the movement in the past. And so they're taking stock at this point, and even currently, when they think about you, they're taking stock about what led them to this place. How did we get to this place of stagnation when there was so much connection between the two of us? How did I make this decision? So they are sort of questioning their choices, their decisions when it comes to you, because the truth is the fact that they wanted a relationship with you, and that still hasn't changed. And it's like they want to make you privy to everything that they thought about then. It's like they don't want to leave you in the dark because they worry about the impression they left on you. And because they've had nothing but time to ruminate over everything that happened between the two of you in the past, or what didn't happen, more likely. They've had just as much time. So what impression do they have of me? Because ultimately, here's the Ace of Cups. They would love a new emotional cycle. I feel like they would choose you today, just like they would have chosen you back then. But this dragonfly, it's a symbol of so much transformation, and you can see it's raining. It's gotten to the rim of the cup, so it's already survived so much. The praying mantis, the bullfrog, it's gotten to that rim, and now it's raining. So it's like they've come full circle with understanding, but it's still not an easy course ahead of them. There's still so much obstacles, so many obstacles waiting for them. And some of them are practical now. Some of them are seeds that they've planted, perhaps. What do they currently think and feel? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, you can see that this skull, which is a symbol of reality and the grief associated with some of the transitions that we didn't take. It's covered in moss, and there's a grasshopper here. It's like they're kicking themselves for not leaping at the opportunity. And they wonder, there's a mushroom growing. They wonder if that opportunity is even still there for them. They fantasize about that. They wish that it was. We have the Two of Swords reversed. And they don't have an ability to perhaps commit right now. It's like they're in the state of indecision about what to do. They don't know how to create change. They want to create change, but sometimes the Two of Swords, again, is a decision to be made in this present energy. A choice perhaps between two parties. They feel overwhelmed by some of their epiphanies that they've had about you. Back of the deck is the King of Swords, and we have that Three of Pentacles. For someone watching, you may be in another connection or they may be in another connection, and it could actually be mirrored where you're both in other connections or have invested elsewhere. Because they're talking about watering the grass where they are. Like the grass is green where we water it. And although they planted other seeds, they're still tending this garden too. So it's like they're still lost in that place with you. We have the Seven of Wands under the Seven of Wands. See, it looks like a big bear with running shoes. It's like the eagle ruling over us. The real obstacle in this connection in the past was ourselves. We have the Lovers. They're so attracted to you, but I also feel like there are other people involved at this time as well. And so that's always on their mind as well, about the investments that they made elsewhere. And about the choices that they made with those investments. And because of you, even though there's disconnect, it's like you are a specter in that environment. Like you have such a huge influence over this person's ability to embrace their present moment. Because you're ever present. We have the Magician. They want to communicate so much to you. They wish that they could communicate so much to you. Here's the Page of Wands, and they want to explore this opportunity. It's like they want to go back to the past and they want to see, where did this path lead? Where could this path have taken us? If I hadn't been so indecisive, if I hadn't had fallen into a passiveness with you in the past, where could this have led us? And here's this Queen of Swords. It's like you're the only one that holds the answer. You're the one that can give them closure in this situation. And you can see she's sitting on a mushroom. Queen of Swords, just like the Queen of Wands, they don't like to be kept waiting. But I feel like for someone watching, you may, as I said, you may be in a very similar dynamic as this person because you're very well matched here, they say. You may be in a position that doesn't allow you to enter into any new pathways with this person. We have the Fool. Back of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia. This person's from your past. You could have gone to school with this person, perhaps. But it really speaks to the permanency of love for you. And the fact that it feels innocent. Like they never got a chance to really explore this connection. But so you hold that beautiful place of innocence. It's like first love, innocent love. Longing to return to a past when things were simpler, when things were easy, when things were innocent. And it's a very strong friendship energy, somebody who wants to be really generous with you, and someone who is heartbroken because of the separation even. Underneath is the Ace of Pentacles, who still wishes to speak to you, still wishes for another opportunity. Current feelings and secret thoughts, please. How do they currently feel? Pile 2. We have here the Golden Children, inner child, and I feel like you may have been children with this person. As I said, you may have grown up with them. Tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. You represent a different time and space for this person. And oftentimes that's sometimes what really holds us to a connection. Often it will be, it represents a time and space that was free of some of the burdens that we carry with us now. We also have big picture thinking, visionary, inspired ideas, Palladius energy. Looking at things from a higher perspective is what the King of Swords is supposed to be doing. And so this person's inability to commit, this person's inability to make a decision and leap into what, because I feel like they still think about you enough that it's almost a manifestation that wants to come to pass. But it lacks actual action. So it won't actually equate to movement perhaps. Because they won't let themselves leap. It's like they rise above it to see what they would call it the bigger picture, or it's what they would call logical thinking. But Spirit says it is actually fear potentially that does keep them at bay. Back of the deck says, see the light by staying grounded, the Star Keeper, cosmic ancestor. I do feel like there's a very strong past life connection to this person as well with you. Even with the Six of Cups present, with the Two of Cups, there's very strong energy between the two of you. Chemistry, there's strong magnetic attraction between the two of you. And they think about that a lot when they're working. They think about the physical attraction to you when they're working. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations. So this person, perhaps, they didn't feel like they were in your league. As I said, in the past, they felt like they were kind of overlooked by you. They're not convinced that you see what they see in your connection. But that's just a lack mindset. That's their logic, what they call logic taking over. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. Someone from your past. In a past life, of course. Let's get some message cards from this person. How are they currently thinking and feeling? What are some of their secret thoughts? That I'm always yours, forever yours. But I feel stuck. They want to be someone to be seen as somebody who has a lot of integrity and who does the right thing and is truthful and honest. They're trying to become a better person. This person works hard, and they do feel sort of like they work hard for everybody else. So I feel like they do. I feel like they're the breadwinner of their family. Like I feel like they do work really, really hard because they feel like that is what makes. And I want to say a man, like that's what makes a man. That's what they think. That's not what, that's what they would say to themselves is that, a hardworking person, if I just hit all these check marks in life, then I'll be a success. The problem is that Spirit asks them, is it a success for whom? Who is going to look at you as a success? I'm letting go of the past. But they've already said they're stuck there. They're already stuck. I don't know how to tell you the truth. And I didn't know how to tell you the truth back then. So they just sort of retreated. They thought they had more time. I'm watching from the outside. So keeping tabs on you potentially. Even though I don't necessarily feel like that's the case for everyone. I feel like they're not able to keep tabs on you potentially. Their current feelings and secret thoughts. Pile number 2, please. Do you even see me that way? How do you feel about me? They weren't convinced that you felt the same way. And like I want you to choose, and it was reversed. And because you didn't choose in the past, they didn't choose either. And I feel like that ended up biting them. Happiness is my priority. But this is the Three of Pentacles. I don't feel like it's necessarily their happiness, which is their priority. I feel like they have a lot of weight on their shoulders. And I think they view success as someone who creates happiness for other people. But you make me want to detach from all of it and do very bad things. You make me want to throw away all of my responsibilities, throw caution to the wind, and just leap towards you in a very impulsive, chaotic way. The Devil. But I think we should slow down because logic takes over. But again, I put quotation marks on that. Logic takes over. Because obviously this person's decision making or their ability to see things clearly is skewed, or they would recognize that there was mutual energy in the first place, and they wouldn't have made decisions the way that they made decisions. Truth is, I am terrified. 9 of Swords. Truth is, they overthink everything. They become a little bit obsessive in this wait because they have nothing to do but time. They have nothing but time and space to come up with whatever conclusions they want to about you and about the situation. I know that I crossed the line with you. I know I was a distraction from your pain. And I think these are assumptions that they've made. Because as I said, they felt kind of overlooked. So there may have been a lot of flirtation between the two of you. And there was a little bit of bitterness that does sometimes come in with the King of Swords, with some of the truths that he tells himself. I remember every detail of that day, a day in the past, perhaps the last day the two of you saw each other. But we need to let each other go, because they do feel like they could be attached and trying to tend that garden. But my life is not together as it seems. Back of the deck says, you do speak to me through music. Let's get a charm bowl for you. Pile number 2. Let's look at the future of this connection in the charm bowl. Will you see this person again? Will they reach out to you? What does the future of this connection hold? We have 1. The Ace of Pentacles is reversed. Somebody who wants to reach out is really stressed out about that. They're really concerned about what precedent that sets, or it's like they're afraid of losing control of that experience. Like, if we plant that seed, it might take root. And then what if? What if it does take root? And that's what Spirit challenges us. It's like, well, what if? Maybe it's a root for healing. Right now in the center of the bowl is the star energy. And I can see, it looks like a woman who is, it looks like she's pouring out 2 jugs, and one jug is being poured all over the ground and it's being quote unquote wasted. So there's a sense of like, what did we do all of this for? Why did we meet this person? If it only was to lead us to separate connections and to lead us to these moments where we're longing and moments where we're always reflecting on the past. And so it may feel like this period of time is being wasted, but Spirit's here to say, you know, nothing, no time is ever wasted, no experience is wasted, and there's a real reason for this in between in order to fuel us with the power perhaps or the strength to wield change in unsatisfactory environments. Because the 9 of Wands is even reversed as well, which is talking about, you know, having faith and shifting from an area of paranoia and defensiveness to one of purpose and strength as well. We have the letters P and F and L. We also have the angel here. So children could be a factor in your life or their life at this moment. We also have the wings, looking at things from a higher perspective. We have Virgo in the bowl. We have the Fool. And we also have a commandment from the Bible that says, thou shalt not make graven images. So somebody who really puts you up on a pedestal. Somebody who like is a little bit obsessive over you and could look at your picture quite a bit as well, in a very secret way. All right, pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. And if it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comment section. And I would love for you to subscribe to the channel by hitting your notification bell, hitting your like button, and dropping me that comment so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading. You can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. But I do hope that you come back here for another day at the another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile 3. You are drawn to the pink little flower, or perhaps to the golden egg, and this is your reading. A no contact love message from the person on your mind. What are their current feelings and secret thoughts of you? The golden egg is a symbol of potential, and it's golden for a reason because there's a lot of potential here, and it's being protected. It's being laid in this soft bed of hay. It's being protected here. So this person still feels like there's potential. They're not giving up hope. Or maybe it's you. Maybe you're still holding on to this really strong connection and you don't want to envision a world where there's no potential here. So we'll see how the reading evolves for you. So what are their current feelings and secret thoughts of pile number 3, please? It's being protected for a reason. How do they currently think and feel for pile 3? Whoops. We have the 9 of Wands. So they are holding on. They could be a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Maybe you are, but the 9 of Wands is a determination. It's frustration too, because they may have been holding on for a long time, and we start to get exhausted when we keep holding on. But it looks like a battalion or something. It looks like an army here. It looks like they've been holding on for a long time, and there's a lot of determination to hold on. We have the 3 of Wands. I don't know if you've ever heard that song by the Dixie Chicks that says, not a night goes by that I don't dream of wandering down in the halls of the home that might have been. And that's what I just heard. Not a night goes by that I don't dream of wandering in the halls of the home that might have been. We have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords, you know, it's often seen as a trickster type of card. Somebody who's hiding their feelings, who's suppressing, who's sneaky. And this person's wearing masks to perhaps the people in their life. It is a really a strong reflection that this person looks into the past too much. What their guide says, too much, because it often showcases somebody who's holding those blades by the blade end, and they keep looking behind them because they're trying to make off, they're trying to move forward, but they're still not completely detached from something that they're carrying with them. And if they keep doing that, they're going to hurt themselves. They're going to miss out on things. They're going to, it's like they're doing themselves a disservice a little bit by holding on so strictly, because they're holding on to something, to a belief system that doesn't steer them in the right direction. And I'm interested to see what the clarifiers will be for that Seven of Swords. The Hermit, ruled by Virgo. This person could be a Virgo. But again, it's another number 9, which is a symbol of endurance and holding on. It's like they can't imagine not holding on to this connection, even though it's been a long time. The purpose of the Hermit is to reignite a flame of hope, to establish a practical course towards our goals. And that he comes in as a support to the Seven of Swords, because right now it's like nothing changes if nothing changes. That's how this person feels. But they may be lying to themselves and saying that it's not possible, but we'll see what the clarifiers say. King of Wands. Back of the deck is the Queen of Cups and the Death energy. This Queen of Cups, so much love coming from her. And she has so much love to give. So she is a huge loss. If you lose the Queen of Cups, that's a huge, huge loss. There's not many like her. She's exceptionally unique. And this is how this person views you. There's not many like you. And it took them time to recognize that, unfortunately. Again, they were lying to themselves and other people when they didn't see the true nature of who you are. And now they're like, I don't want this to be over. I don't want this to be the end of our story. I want to rise. I want to protect this connection. I want to rise like a phoenix out of the ashes of what have been. And I want change, because the death is not about a physical death. It's about a rebirth. It's about becoming something that you never were with this person. And here's the Seven of Pentacles. It's like they're like, I've been waiting, and I've been waiting for my peace too. And there is also this sense of perhaps this person waiting for you to usher in that closure. And that's another reason why Spirit says you need to take your masks off and you need to see things clearly. They're speaking to your person. It's like no one else can give you this closure except for yourself. Clarify the Nine of Wands. What are their current feelings? Secret thoughts. King of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius with this person. Very focused on you. Like really focused on you. Like blinders on for you. King of Wands again. This deck has multiple kings. So focused, they're like, let me say it twice. Let me say it twice. So focused on you. His drum is lit on fire because he only plays one tune. Clarifying the Seven of Swords, please. Recurrent feelings and secret thoughts. We have the Ace of Cups. And she's holding this cup with all of these butterflies of transformation, because that's what this person is so focused on, is wanting a transformation in this connection. But that's the other reason why Spirit wants them to bring their attention back inward, because this person is so focused on a transformation that they themselves are responsible for, in a sense, because it has to start within themselves. Because as much as this person in the past was really focused upon you, the Nine of Wands can indicate that they didn't exert the strength necessary to create the change they should have. And so that bad habit has just followed them into now. And that's why Spirit's asking them to sort of adjust their inner state. Three of Cups. This feels like a friend. Feels like it was a friend. It should have been more than friends. I feel like you grew up with this person. And I'm almost getting a specific message too about like you went to public school with this person potentially and high school. It's like you've watched them like grow overnight in a way. And they watched you grow overnight in a way. We have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is reversed. She does not like to be kept waiting. Back of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Swords. Again, they want, you can see the anchor. It's like, how do we get to this place? Wanting peace, wanting you to help them usher in some of that peace. But that's why Spirit is encouraging them to have that inner transformation first so that they feel at peace and whole 100% without any additional help. Because we're all 100% full. You know, we're all 100% complete already. But it's like they're waiting for this Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands combination. You could be an air sign. You could be a fire sign. If you're the air sign, potentially, but they're saying we're well matched. We're perfect together is what they're saying. But it's like they're waiting for you to create the change. Because even within the Wheel of Fortune, you can see she's empowered. It's the Divine Feminine here that's cloaked in red, who's controlling things. And so there's almost a frustration that comes in from this person because, again, they're not seeing it 100% clearly because they're almost frustrated because they felt like you were in control of everything in the past and you're still in control of things now. And that's where the Spirit says they need a shift in mindset. They need the rebirth because they need to recognize that they have the power to wield change, but they have to execute it. And the Seven of Swords reminds us to listen to our higher self and not so much to our ego, especially when our goal is a new emotional start with someone else, which is their goal for you, because they're still protecting this. They don't want to release. But it's like they're waiting for, it's like the image I got, it's like they're waiting for the Divine Feminine to come sit on this egg. and that's not what's going to happen. This Queen of Wands is reversed. She's getting frustrated. There's a jealous energy coming from her, but she doesn't have a lot of follow through because she's like, this is their position. They have to be the one to shift their own mindset. Their current feelings of you. Past life relationship, you've known each other before. They do feel like this is really strongly connected. Like if they have the sort of dialogue or language to use terms like soulmate, they would use them if they subscribe to that ideology. Lots of passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And so much passion that they had to you, but this card says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And they didn't. The King of Wands is very focused, very driven. He usually has a plan that he executes. This person never executed a plan towards you. Back of the deck says, time to let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And if that had been the pressure applied to the situation, Spirit says things could have evolved in a different way. But because this person was they wanted to be in control of the trajectory of things, they held on or held back too long. It's like timing, they ran out of time when it came to you. Their current feelings and secret thoughts, please. We have a date, meeting someone new, getting back out there. I feel like this was a friendship that never even turned romantic. I think there was a lot of flirtation, a lot of mutual interest, but it never actually turned romantic because this person was too afraid to reveal their truth. And it was the confidence that they lacked that is now needing to be reinforced and transformed within them. Because they still want to go out with you. It's like they still want to take you out. They don't want to just be seen as an option. We have keys on a ring, many options stringing along. They want to be the option for you. We have here healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. And ultimately, spirits, they see this person sort of coming full circle. If we have the King of Wands here as supports, ultimately in the future, this situation is helping to plant seeds towards this person's empowerment, helping them to sort of gain empowerment over their own experience because of some of the, to be honest, because of some of the suffering they have to experience. Not suffering that you caused them, suffering of their own design because of their lack of action in the past. Back of the deck says coffee cup, meeting, conversing, feeling uplifted, savoring the moment, and friendship. I almost feel like there could be movement in the future here because we still have them trying to set a new course towards you. They still want reunions with you. Even if it was just a friendship situation, it's like I feel them coming full circle. And because of your influence, it is a positive influence in their experience because it helps to, it's sort of precipitated some of this lack mindset, and then also was the precipice for more change, precipice for redirection and empowerment, which is a really good thing. Let's get some message cards here from this person and see what are they currently feeling. What are their current feelings at this time? Current feelings and secret thoughts of pile 3. You give me a heart on. I always laugh when I see this card. Every time Edgar, who wrote this from the Honest Love Tarot, he always makes me giggle when I see this card because it's somebody who doesn't have the language perhaps, or not even the language, but they don't have the courage to be like, I really care about you. So instead they flirt maybe with some innuendo, sexual innuendo. I feel like there was a heavy flirtation quotient with this person in the past. And it was because they didn't know how to just say, you know what, I really love you. So they had to turn it into a flirtation because it didn't feel possible. If pigs could fly, it felt like it was out of their reach. But it was only impossible because they fueled their belief system with that idea. They put themselves in that prison. You know, they put themselves in this state of frustration. It says, I'm going after what I want, the 4 of Wands. And I'm interested because in the bowl today, I'm going to be looking at the future of your connection to see if they are going to make any sort of shifts or changes. And this may be the pile that actually creates change potentially. So I'm interested to see what the bowl brings for you, pile 3. Oh, it's a big pile. Let's try that again. We have here, let's just do it, but it's the Fool reversed. It's like they're not prepared. They weren't prepared in the past. They're not 100% prepared yet either. They're a work in progress, Spirit says. But we are fated. We are fated to meet again. And the fact is that they think about you every single day. You are still a huge influence in their life, even if there is a huge separation between the two of you. What they currently want to say. What are their current feelings and secret thoughts? Pile number 3. I'm afraid, though. They're afraid to contact you. They are still, and currently, and this is just present energy, they're currently feeling really insecure still. Fueling their own belief system with limiting ideas. But I'm becoming a better person. And I will say that there is influence from you that is helping them to ascend in that way. I knew exactly what I was doing in the past. And I want to be more than friends. So every time there was flirtation, every time there was innuendo, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were saying. It was not just, they weren't just words. I couldn't let you get too close to me because then there would be a fear of rejection. But I remember every detail of that day from the past. Let's get a couple little more message cards. Use these pink ones. I haven't used those in a few minutes here. Oh. No one compares to you. But this is starting to feel like an obsession. I want to call you, but would you answer me? And I just saw I watch your social media, so this person could be keeping tabs on you. I'm trying to figure myself out. And then we have unfinished business. We do need to talk. Back of this deck says, every song I hear is about you. Let's get a charm bowl and let's see what the future of this connection potentially holds for you, pile 3. What is the future of this connection for pile number 3? We have the Queen of, the Empress with the Lover's energy. We have the 4 of Pentacles reversed. I'm looking at the sunshine, though, in the bowl here as well. There's still a lack mindset that is fueling this person's intentions moving forward, but they have like this decision to make. The Lovers is about the attraction that they feel to you, but there's also a choice that they have to make at this time. They are sort of in a state of, it's like they're frozen in spot because they're afraid of making the wrong choice, because they feel like they made the wrong choice in the past. And for someone watching, I will say this, and this is very specific to somebody watching, your person may be going through a divorce, which is causing them to kind of be in that state for a while. So you may not hear from them for a while if they are going to come forward at all, because there is this lack of mindset associated with some sort of upheaval in their life that has to do with potentially money, and you know, the inability to commit or the inability to make moves in their life right now. But that's very, very specific for someone watching. Definitely not for everyone. But they're not showing movement in the bowl. But we do have here delayed gratification with the sun reversed in the cup. So that's very interesting. So there may be some movement for someone watching. We have IG, Instagram. They follow your social media perhaps. We have the Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat makes me think about decisions, like, you know, we have to go this way. Makes me think of choices, but also somebody with a great smile. And it's the cat. We also have the paw print, and I love my cat. So there could be Leo energy here with this person. Again, with the cat, Leo, claiming our independence. We have going with the flow, and we have the infinity symbol with the yin yang. But there's also this these honey cells, and they're filled up. It's like somebody who is putting in effort into another situation, perhaps. And we have the Five of Pentacles. So it's a separation with the Five of Pentacles, and emotional destitution associated with that. And we have the Christmas present. So Christmas or December could be very significant. All right, pile 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. And if it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comments section. And I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell and your like button if you feel called to. It really helps me to bring you more content. You can also check me out for a personal reading on my Etsy account, and that link is below. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.